organizations out there are doing their bit to help this endangered species. Now, one of these organizations is called Skydive for Rhinos, and they aim to raise 10 million rand in aid of South African rhino protection. And we have on the line this morning with us Mr. Mike Rumble, who's the co-organizer of Skydive for Rhinos. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning and happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you two. We're all very, very excited that it is almost weekend time. But let's talk a bit about Skydive for Rhinos, a very interesting initiative. When did it all start and what was the whole aim behind it?
Skydive for Rhinos, it's a campaign started. It's a brainchild of African Conservation Trust. They came up with this idea that people, ordinary South Africans, need to do something extraordinary to solve and counteract this problem, which is, in essence, an extraordinary problem.
Yeah.
So they came up with the idea of people that wouldn't ever have jumped out of an aircraft anywhere else, for any other reason. They came up with this idea, let's give them a reason, a cause to jump out of an aircraft, and let's do it for rhinos. And that's where Skydive for Rhinos started. The idea was to take 448 people, one for each rhino that was poached last year, on a tandem skydive, each person raising a minimum of 5,000 rand, and to have events around the country where people can come and participate. And that's what we've got. We started in Rustenburg a few weeks ago at the end of July. We had 64 people come out and make a tandem skydive with a minimum raising amount of 5,000 rand. Some people raise as much as 47,000 rand for their skydive. It's amazing.
Yeah. And so the big, I guess the big goal, if I can call it that, is to raise 10 million rand with this initiative. What's the money going to go to? What's it going to do?
It's all going towards anti-poaching units, equipment, training, aerial support and surveillance, everything basically that's happening on the front line, on the ground, and obviously in the air with the aerial support and surveillance where it's needed most. We're literally just buying time for the next couple of years whilst they sort out the political debate and put a plan forwards for that area of conservation going forward. So literally we're protecting the rhinos on the ground at the front line with the funds that's being raised.
And so I understand that there's also a couple of well-known people that are going to be lending their hand and working as part of the campaign as well. Who are some of the celebrities, if I can call them that?
You won't believe who we've had coming forwards to make a jump. Hey, at Rustenburg alone, we had a whole bunch of actors and TV personalities, radio DJs, musicians come forwards and jump. Jean-Andre Kruger, one of the Springbok rugby players for the Blue Bulls, Michelle Bradshaw from the Wild Channel, Sito from Vonneboom, Elise Dafui from Stop Rhino Poaching. We've got our next event coming up this weekend. We're on our way there now. We came from Polokwane down through Swaziland on a bit of a tour here. We're at Tunda. We're going to hit Angels Way today, and we're going to have the Angels Way KZN event this weekend. There's a lot of the bigwigs in conservation, the heads of conservation of major organizations that have all come together under one umbrella to go forwards and help save our rhinos.
Yeah. And also Mr. Olivaz, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly, Olivaz Zipser, who's one of the most well-known skydivers in the world. How did you get him involved and what's his role?
Funnily enough, Olaf just brought me an apple juice to our tent here. Olaf came over from Europe. He's at the moment doing something rather outrageous. He's literally going to shoot himself up into space on an experimental mission to accumulate data in a zone that no one really knows anything about, the zone above where the aircraft fly and below where space truly starts. And he's going to go up into that area and be the first person to freefall through that area, making records for the longest, highest, fastest skydive ever in the world. Also breaking the sound barrier with his physical body.
Wow.
He's on that mission, and he's come out to South Africa to support the Skydive for Rhinos campaign as a rhino ambassador. And he's literally taking the problem of the rhino, and it's not just the rhino, it's all conservation, all animals, all wildlife. He's taking the problem of it to space. Literally, he's going to take it to space, put a sticker on his rocket and says, "Stop rhino poaching, save the rhino," and he's going to take it to space and say thank you very much. So he's come to support the campaign. He's one of the most well-known and respected and friendliest and more interesting skydivers on the planet. He's come to South Africa. He's on a tour with us now, and he's going to come to every single drop zone to invigorate sports skydivers around South Africa as well.
Dude, that is really, really extraordinary. And just tell us quickly how people can get involved, because there are still a couple of events remaining, and I hear there's a pretty big thing that you guys are planning for the Cape Town event.
Yeah, like I say, this weekend we're on our way to Eston now, to Angels Way. I think we've got 74 people lined up to jump with us this weekend. Then we have a couple of weeks off. We're in Port Elizabeth for a massive skydiving event there. Then we go down to Cape Town, and the highlight of this campaign, the sort of climax, if you like, is World Rhino Day. It's the 22nd of September. We've got people jumping naked. They want to put a rhino horn over their private parts.
Wow.
We've got all kinds of people jumping with us in Cape Town. It's going to be massive. That weekend, which is the 22nd of September, is the Saturday, is World Rhino Day. we're going to be jumping on the Saturday, the Sunday, and the Monday as a holiday as well. And that's where we want to have our target of 448 people having jumped out of an aircraft, Skydive for Rhinos. I think the website you're showing up on the screen is Skydive, number 4, rhinos.org. And people can go on there, check out the information. There's a Facebook group. You just type in Skydive for Rhinos. You'll see us. We're everywhere. The media are picking it up more and more like yourselves. And, the energy builds. So, help us sign up. Get a sponsorship form and raise a minimum of 5,000 Rand and come and jump out of an aircraft and do it for Rhinos.
And so much better if you can do it naked too. Thank you very much, Mr. Mike Rundle there, who's the co-organizer of Skydive for Rhinos. As you can see, all people from across the board doing what they can in the fight against rhino poaching. Amazing work. Thank you so much. Now, we will see you after the break.
Thank you.